Have you ever wondered, how can we successfully raise our children in a world driven by achievement pressure? When awards, grades, and social recognition become the ultimate goals, are we losing sight of what truly matters? Our children's happiness and resilience? In today's video, we'll explore how to raise children based on core values, helping them not only overcome the pressure to perform, but also build a solid foundation for a confident and meaningful life. From teaching them to embrace failure to fostering a resilient mindset, you'll discover practical strategies to navigate the challenges of modern parenting. Stay tuned until the end for the most valuable lessons. If you find this content helpful, please subscribe to the channel and like the video to motivate me to create more new videos. A resilient mindset is the foundation for children to thrive in a world filled with pressure and uncertainty. As parents, your role extends beyond teaching basic skills. It's about helping your child develop the ability to face and overcome challenges with perseverance. This begins with rethinking how we evaluate and encourage our children. When your child achieves something, such as scoring high on a test, the typical parental response might be to praise the result. "You're so smart," or "Great job." While these compliments may provide temporary satisfaction, they risk causing children to tie their self-worth to external achievements. When faced with failure or unmet expectations, they may feel not good enough and lose the motivation to try. Instead, focus on praising their effort and the process they went through. For example, say, "I'm so proud of how much time you spent preparing for this test," or "You worked really hard to achieve this result." Such comments encourage children to value the journey over the outcome and instill the belief that success stems from persistence and effort. However, building a resilient mindset goes beyond offering encouragement. Parents must create opportunities for children to practice tackling challenges. Avoid making everything too easy for them. When they encounter a difficult assignment or complex task, let them try on their own before stepping in. Observe how they approach the problem and, if needed, offer guidance rather than solutions. Age-appropriate challenges, like completing homework independently, organizing their study schedules, or taking responsibility for small mistakes, teach children important lessons about independence and patience. Most importantly, parents should model resilience themselves. Share real-life stories of your own, times when you failed, and how you overcame those setbacks. This not only normalizes difficulties as a natural part of life, but also fosters empathy and inspires your child to move forward. The journey to fostering resilience doesn't require grand gestures. It's built through consistent support, shared moments, and being there for your child every step of the way. In life, failure is not the end, but a valuable lesson. Yet, many parents unintentionally treat failure as something to be avoided at all costs. Out of fear of seeing our children hurt or being judged by society, we often try to pave a smooth path for them. However, if a child never learns to accept and confront failure, they will lack the foundation to build inner strength and resilience for greater challenges in the future. One of the most effective ways to teach children about failure is by sharing your own real-life experiences. Tell your child about a time you failed, how you felt, and how you overcame it. For example, you might talk about a work project that didn't succeed, an exam you didn't pass, or a personal goal you didn't achieve. The key is to highlight the lessons you learned from that experience. When children see you, someone they trust and admire, admitting to failure and bouncing back, they will understand that failure is entirely normal and surmountable. Beyond being a role model, it's important to create a safe space where your child can experience failure firsthand. Resist the urge to fix every mistake or shield them from situations where they might fail. If your child doesn't win a competition, instead of saying, "It's okay, you'll win next time," ask them, "What do you think you did well? What would you like to improve next time?" These questions help them view failure calmly and encourage critical thinking and the ability to learn from mistakes. Another crucial step is redefining failure in your child's eyes. Failure is not being inadequate or a stopping point. It's a natural part of growth. Use encouraging statements like, You only truly fail when you stop trying. Or share inspiring quotes such as the Stoic philosopher Seneca's, "Failure doesn't make us weak. It's the fear of failure that stops us from moving forward." These messages help children develop a positive attitude toward failure. Finally, always be there to offer emotional support when needed, not to fix the problem for them, but to let them know they're not alone in facing challenges. When children learn to accept failure and find value in it, they not only become stronger, but also learn to appreciate the journey more than the destination. In a world where achievements and status are often seen as the primary measures of a person's worth, parents must remember that what truly defines an individual's value is not their grades, awards, or reputation, but the core values they uphold. Values like honesty, empathy, teamwork, and responsibility form the foundation for not only achieving success, but also living a meaningful and sustainable life. First, parents should actively teach their children about honesty, a virtue that is increasingly challenged in today's high-pressure environment. When children face temptations such as cheating in school or hiding mistakes to avoid criticism, emphasize that being honest is more important than any result. For instance, if your child admits to doing something wrong instead of concealing it, praise their courage, avoid excessive criticism, and help them understand that mistakes are opportunities to learn, as long as they are truthful and take responsibility for their actions. Next, empathy should be considered an essential part of how children live their lives. Parents can teach empathy through everyday actions, such as encouraging children to share toys with friends, help their siblings, or participate in charitable activities. By learning to put themselves in others' shoes, children understand that life is not just about themselves, but about connection and mutual support. This empathy fosters healthy and lasting relationships as they grow. In addition, the ability to collaborate and work as part of a team is a crucial skill that children should develop early. Rather than focusing solely on competition and outperforming others, encourage your child to take part in group projects where they must work with peers to achieve a common goal. When children understand that collective success sometimes outweighs individual accomplishments, they will learn how to be a valuable member of any community. Finally, help your child see responsibility not as a burden, but as a source of pride. When they make a mistake, instead of scolding them, ask, "What can you do to make it right?" Or, "How would you like to improve this situation?" These questions not only encourage deeper thinking, but also help them develop the ability to take ownership of their actions. As a parent, the most important step is to live out the values you wish to impart. Your actions, more than any words, will serve as the most powerful lessons for your children. When they see you being honest, empathetic, cooperative, and responsible, they will naturally follow your example. This is how you raise not only a successful child, but also a person of integrity and kindness. Let's build a community of kindness by subscribing to Stoicism for Success right now and sharing it with those you wish to see live with kindness and strength like us. Let's spread these positive values together. In an era dominated by social media, rankings, and exaggerated success stories, external pressure can easily creep into a child's mind, making them feel as though they must constantly race to meet others' expectations. As a parent, you play the role of a shield, helping your child build a safe and balanced environment where they can grow without being stifled by societal pressures. The first step is to stop comparing your child to others. This is a common but harmful habit. Whether intentional or not, phrases like, "Your friend A is doing better in school," or "You need to work harder to be like B," send the message that your child isn't good enough. Instead of comparing, focus on helping your child understand that everyone has their own journey, and their growth doesn't have to mirror anyone else's. Tell your child, "I'm proud of you for striving to be the best version of yourself." Positive affirmations like these help build self-confidence rather than pressure to meet someone else's standards. Another effective way to limit external pressure is to choose environments that align with your child's personality and abilities. Think carefully before enrolling them in a prestigious school or an intense extracurricular program just because you believe it's the best option. An overly competitive or mismatched environment can negatively impact your child's mental well-being. Instead, listen to your child. Ask them what they enjoy and feel comfortable with, and choose activities or schools that reflect their interests and your family's values. Additionally, consider reducing your child's exposure to social media. In this digital space, children are often influenced by superficial portrayals of success or the perfect lives of others. Teach them to use social media mindfully and remind them that what they see is often a curated highlight reel, not reality. You can also establish no-tech hours at home to encourage meaningful connections and healthy downtime. Most importantly, be a source of comfort and reassurance for your child when they feel overwhelmed by pressure. Remind them that it's impossible to please everyone and that the most important task is to stay true to their own values. Avoid imposing goals on your child solely to satisfy societal expectations. Instead, support them in identifying goals that they genuinely want to pursue and that hold meaning for them. By limiting external pressures and creating a safe space for your child to grow, you provide them with inner peace, a gift far more valuable than any ranking or achievement. The way parents communicate with their children plays a crucial role in shaping their mindset, confidence, and self-awareness. In many families, questions like, "What grade did you get?" or "Why aren't you as good as your friend A?" are common. However, these questions inadvertently place pressure on children and make them feel that their worth is tied to results or comparisons. Instead, asking the right questions can help children feel heard, stimulate deep thinking, encourage personal growth, and ease the pressure of achievement. One of the most important questions you can ask is, "What did you learn today?" This question shifts the focus from results to the process. It encourages children to reflect on their day, not with the pressure to accomplish something extraordinary, but to recognize small but meaningful lessons. This approach fosters critical thinking, helping children consider their actions and find value in what they do, rather than chasing after outcomes. When children face failure or challenges, avoid asking, "Why couldn't you do it?" Instead, try, "What was the most difficult part for you? How can I help you?" These questions convey genuine concern and focus on finding solutions rather than placing blame. Children will feel safer sharing their worries and understand that failure is not a judgment, but an opportunity to improve. Additionally, asking questions that encourage children to reflect on their values and long-term goals is equally important. For example, "What made you happiest while doing this?" Or, "What do you truly want to achieve?" These questions guide children to focus on intrinsic joy and personal values, rather than being swept away by the allure of external results. They will learn to distinguish between what they genuinely desire and what they feel compelled to do to please others. It's also vital to pay attention to how you respond after asking a question. Take the time to listen sincerely, without interrupting or judging. When children feel that their thoughts and emotions are respected, they gain the confidence to express themselves and become more open to your guidance. Asking the right questions not only helps children develop their thinking and confidence, but also strengthens a family bond based on empathy and understanding. The questions you ask don't need to be complex, but should come from a place of love and a genuine desire to support your child. Remember, the way you communicate with your child today will shape how they communicate with themselves and the world in the future. One of the most effective ways to help children thrive in an achievement-driven world is to encourage them to set personal goals. When children have control over and make decisions about what they want to accomplish, their intrinsic motivation becomes far stronger than if they were forced to chase expectations imposed by others. First, create opportunities for your child to explore their interests and passions. Not every child knows what they want right away, and that's why your role is to guide rather than impose. Allow your child to experiment with a variety of activities, from music lessons and sports to participating in community projects. Through these experiences, they can discover what truly excites them and brings meaning to their lives. Once your child identifies a goal, help them develop a practical action plan. Encourage them to break down larger goals into smaller, achievable steps and focus on completing them one at a time. For instance, if they want to learn to play the guitar, start with learning basic chords instead of expecting them to master an entire complex song right away. This approach not only reduces pressure, but also allows them to experience success at each stage of their journey. More importantly, remind your child that personal goals are not set in stone. As they grow, their interests and directions may change, and that's perfectly normal. Teach them to listen to themselves and to adjust their goals as needed, as long as they continue to find meaning and enjoyment in what they are pursuing. Finally, don't forget to acknowledge and celebrate your child's efforts along the way, regardless of the outcome. A simple statement like, "I'm so proud of you for not giving up," can have a profound impact on their confidence and motivation. By learning to set and pursue personal goals, children will not only achieve success, but also understand that a meaningful life is one guided by what they genuinely love and value. Independence is one of the most valuable gifts parents can give their children. When children learn to stand on their own, they not only develop problem-solving skills, but also build the confidence to face any challenge life may present. Fostering independence doesn't mean leaving children to fend for themselves. It means guiding them step by step to take responsibility and gain autonomy. Start with small tasks in daily life. Avoid doing everything for your child just to shield them from difficulties. Instead, encourage them to take on responsibilities like organizing their school bag, preparing simple meals, or managing their study schedule. These tasks not only teach the value of effort, but also help establish habits of independence over time. Next, allow your child to make decisions appropriate to their age. For instance, instead of choosing extracurricular activities or school subjects for them, ask, "Which activity interests you the most?" Or "What do you find exciting?" Giving them the freedom to decide not only makes them feel respected, but also teaches them how to evaluate choices and take responsibility for their decisions. A crucial part of fostering independence is helping children learn to face the consequences of their actions. If your child forgets to complete their homework or doesn't prepare well for a test, let them experience the resulting disappointment rather than stepping in to fix the situation. However, afterward, guide them in analyzing the lessons they can take away from the experience, helping them see that failure is a natural part of learning and growth. Remember that independence also thrives on encouragement and emotional support from parents. When your child accomplishes a challenging task or makes a sound decision, acknowledge their effort. A simple statement like, "I'm so proud of you for giving it your best," reinforces their belief in their abilities. Independence not only boosts your child's confidence in the present, but also equips them with essential skills for future success. By giving your child the opportunity to learn and grow on their own, you are planting the seeds of maturity and responsibility, two vital elements that will help them not only navigate pressures, but also become capable and valuable individuals in the future. Raising children in an achievement-driven world is a significant challenge, but it also offers an opportunity to help your child build strong core values. True success is not measured by grades or awards, but by the ability to face difficulties, maintain self-confidence, and live a meaningful life. Remember, you can't control everything on your child's journey, but you can control how you accompany them. By focusing on building resilience, teaching them to accept failure, and encouraging development based on personal values rather than societal pressure, you are helping your child become the best version of themselves. Don't forget that your actions are the most powerful lesson. When you live with honesty, empathy, and perseverance, your child will naturally follow those qualities. Be patient, persistent, and continually remind your child that life is not just about the destination, but about the journey they create with their own strength and inner values. Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.